Greetings and namaste to you all divine infinite light beings. I had a prophetic dream. Ashe. It was two pregnant women and a man, right? And so the dream started out with the man bringing by bringing by some young children, right? Some young children that you were starting to take to, tend to, love and care for, right? And that's how the dream started out, right? But as the dream progressed, and I'm just sending out peace, love, and healing energy to you all because I know women do go through this. I don't know why I had this dream, and I don't know who this message is for. Ashe, but I'm sending out peace, love, and healing, vibrant, protective energy. Ashe. And so, as the dream progressed, it went into a party, some kind of family functioning, right? It was a family functioning, and the man knew that you were there, right? The man knew everybody there. You didn't, Ashe. But you knew these children, Ashe, and be mindful. Be mindful when someone is bringing some young children around, claiming them to be a family member's child, Ashe, for someone else, Ashe, and not for them. Be mindful of that, right? So as the dream progressed, right, everybody was at this family function, right? You don't know what the family function was for, but you know that the man knew that you were there, and also while you were there, you also took to the kids, Ashe, that you normally take to, right? Ashe, and the kids took to you because they normally saw you, right? They normally interacted with you, right? And so, as the dream progressed, Ashe, come to find out that it was you're pregnant, but it was also another woman pregnant, Ashe. And the event was like a baby shower, Ashe. But you had to find all of this out as you were there, as the evening was progressing, as everything was being unfolded to you, right? And in this dream, it kept going on. You had the kids for a while. It's like you took them to the apartment complex's park. You stayed out there with the kids for quite some time, watching the kids, tending to the kids at the park, Ashe. And the man, either took you out there or knew you were out there, met you out there. I don't remember how that went, but the man knew you were out there with these kids, Ashe, and never came back to get you, Ashe. So you got tired of just sitting outside at the complex park with the children. So you eventually made your way to the house where the party was, taking place, Ashe, and everybody's looking at you weird, like, what are you doing here? Like as if you were a side chick to this man, Ashe. And they knew that they were there for the main female, Ashe. And so, but the main female didn't even know that you were there. And both of you were pregnant, Ashe. Both of you are pregnant, like 1 month apart from each other, Ashe. And the main female's name was Molly. I don't know if that means something to someone, but her name was Molly. Because they kept saying, what about Molly? Molly's going to be mad. We got to keep this from Molly. What are you doing here, Molly? Molly, 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 right? Somebody could partake in the drug Molly, Ashe. Somebody could know somebody named Molly, Ashe. This could happen to a Molly, Ashe, but yeah, they kept mentioning her name, Ashe, and never once mentioned your name because it was like um, they were um, not empathetic to you, Ashe. They were just trying to hide you from Molly. They were trying to spare Molly's feelings and not caring about your feelings, Ashe. You being the chosen infinite light being, right? And so by the time you caught up to the man was pissy ass drunk, Ashe. So somebody could overindulge in alcohol. Somebody you dealing with could be a pissy ass drunk, Ashe. But the man was pissy ass drunk and he was like, it's all your fault. Like blaming you for being at the party when he told you to come to the party. Ashe, I don't know if he didn't remember that he invited you to the party or how you ended up at this fucking party. Ashe, but it was meant for you to end up at this party to find out what truly was going on, right? And so he's blaming you. It's all your fault. Da 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 da. You shouldn't have came, and you know. And then he disappeared. It's like he disappeared from the scene for a while, like trying to hide from Molly, right? Trying to stay clear of Molly, right? But also pissy ass drunk. Um, and drunk people speak the truth, so he was truly mad that you popped up on the scene, Ashe. um Maybe you went by his house and the party was taking place, and you just popped up, and um you weren't supposed to be there that day. I don't know, something, Ashe. It didn't give me all those details in the dream, Ashe. But as the dream was, as I was further going along in the dream, come to find out, like I said, y'all were a month apart. You're pregnant. She's pregnant. And so you're far along because it's a baby shower. It was a baby shower. Come to find out that you were at Molly's baby shower. And it was all his family. It was all her family. And some of his family knew you, but were acting like that they didn't fucking know you. Ashe, they were like shunning you for you even showing your face. Ashe. Um, Not greeting you, not really wanting to speak to you, just acting like they didn't fucking know you, but you looked them in their eyes like you know me, right? And it was like Molly was, you kept hearing her name, but you didn't see her face because it was like maybe she was getting ready for the event or something. You just kept hearing her name, Ashe. Molly this, Molly that, Ashe. And the friends were there, and one of the friends was like called they dude, because the dudes were confirmation with this cat coming into the picture. Their dudes were trying to console the drunk man, the man with two pregnant women, right? And so one of the girls called the dude, was like, let's go. I want to leave. There's too many lies here. It's too much going on here, right? And Molly's friend, Molly's so-called best friend, came to attack you, Ashe. You know, um, just talking a gang of shit, trying to attack you. They were all sitting at this one table, and you were standing off to the side, but you could hear the conflict, and you can see the aggressive friend coming towards you, right? And so it was like I don't know, some kind of apartment building. Like maybe y'all were in the rec room, right? But the rec room had a elevator, right? And so that's what it was. Molly was up um in her place, I guess, getting ready to come down, and everybody was already in this rec room, right? So the friend wanted to go tell Molly that the side chick is here, and she also too is pregnant. I said, but you not knowing that you were so-called a side chick, you were told that you were the only one, and there was no one else besides you, Ashe. And just like Spirit said, with them kids, Ashe, you were thinking that the kids were a family member's children, and come to find out, those children were Molly's children. Ashe, and these children were too young to say, well, no, he's lying. I'm his, my mom is his girlfriend or whatever. These children were young children, Ashe. And so you're standing over by the elevator, and the aggressive friend comes over, and she kind of like steps on your boot, Ashe. You had these nice ass like thigh like ankle, not thigh, knee high boots on, right? And they had a nice ass design on them, right? And she stepped on your boot, and you were like, did you step on my boot on purpose? Like, like you caught that shit. You caught that interaction. You like, did you step on my boot on purpose? And she was like, no, I didn't step on your boot on purpose, but you sure do got a lot of your demeanor has changed since I was sitting over there, like you ready to be bowdy or something. And you was like, just because I was quiet and not confrontational doesn't mean that I'm timid. Doesn't mean that I can't handle my business, right? And then that's when she tried to pop off at you, like wanting to fight her friend's battle, and her friend don't even know that it's a battle to be fought, Ashe. And so you like, whatever, I can handle myself, and it got really ugly. It got really ugly to where I don't know, like I said, you're pregnant, right? So you don't got no time to be throwing blows with nobody, but you're going to defend yourself, right? And this is all taking place in this prothetic dream, right? You're going to defend yourself, right? And in that instant, out of nowhere, like something came into the grasp of your hands, right? And you threw it down on the ground. I don't know what the fuck it was, but you threw it down on the ground, and it shattered, right? It shattered. And so as it shattered, you picked up a piece, and it was like a real sharp object, right? And as this big hefty girl came charging at you, knowing that you were pregnant, right? Just trying to be the Captain Save-A-Ho of her friend, right? She's charging at you, right? And so you shattered this piece, you picked it up. Everything happened so fucking quickly. You picked it up, and you held it to her neck, right? You like held you. I don't know if you wrapped your hands in her hair, and but you held this fucking sharp ass object to her neck. I said, this is a prothetic dream that I had, right? I don't know if somebody had to have some conflict with another pregnant woman's best friend or not. I'm just giving you my dream, right? But you held it, and I don't know if it was to that extent, right? But you held it to her neck, and as you held it to her neck, like her neck started to bleed a little bit, and you had to snap back into reality, right? You had to bring yourself back, Ashe, before you took it too far, right? And then as you brought yourself back, right, you told this woman, think about Molly, right? Because the woman was so desperate to leave the party and go run and tell Molly what was going on. And you, being an infinite light being, having empathetic feelings for Molly, because Both of y'all are in the blind, right? But you know what's going on and Molly doesn't. But this is Molly's baby shower, right? And you just having empathetic feelings for her. You tell the best friend in that moment, you know, don't tell Molly what's going on. I was just about to leave anyways, right? And you were there with someone, I say a family member as well. I was about to leave, right? So there's no need to tell Molly. There's no need to get Molly upset. Think about the baby. You don't want Molly to lose the baby. This is what you're telling her. You're like, tell her after the baby comes, or, not today is not the proper day to tell Molly, right? Saving face for Molly. You being this divine infinite light being, you having consideration for someone else outside of yourself. So that's what divine infinite light beings do. We tend to have consideration outside of ourselves. We tend to be empathetic towards other people, even though we are in the process of hurting. We have compassion and for other people, even though we are experiencing shit as well. So you're telling a friend, like, don't tell Molly this. This will make Molly go into some kind of depression, whatever. Make her lose her baby. This is all you were thinking about, was the baby that Molly was carrying, as well as you thinking about your baby that you were carrying, Like, you felt the pain for the both of you, even though Molly didn't know what was going on. You felt the pain for the both of you, while the drunk man is off somewhere trying to hide, And this could be happening in real life. This drunk man could be trying to hide from you because shit is exposed, Um, but the friend thought about it as you were still holding this sharp object to her neck, Like, you're right. Today is not the day for me to go and try to hurt somebody's feelings, because that's all her intent was to do, was to say I told you so, and hurt her feelings, shoot her down, in the process of her blabbing that the mistress is here, the other baby mama is here, and y'all the same months pregnant, and this, that, and the other. So it's like you brought her to her senses. Oh, that's you over there, Thunder. That okay? So now I know who it is. It's you. Excuse me. You brought her to her senses. You made her think. Even though I want to be vindictive and hurt Molly's feelings, today is not the day for Molly's feelings to be hurt in front of all these people. And Molly could have been a little bit further along than you. So this could be something you're experiencing, or something somebody is experiencing, where you found out that you both are pregnant by the same man, and one is more further along than the other one is, but yeah, you brought the best friend back to her senses, to where she didn't go. She left because she was embarrassed, because of what happened. Everybody's seen what happened, her trying to attack you, and you shattering this thing and picking up this sharp object and holding it to her neck, making her neck bleed, and all of this. Everybody was watching. They didn't try to interfere, but they were watching, right? And so she left because she was embarrassed, Ashe. So she got on the elevator and went up, right? But as you were getting ready to walk out the door, you changed your mind and you went back, because everybody was like off. They were watching, but they could not hear exactly what was going on, what was said. So you changed your mind because you didn't want anyone to think that, you wanted people to know the truth of the matter, right? Of how you felt about Molly, right? So before you walked out the door with whoever you came with, Ashe, you walked back to the friend that called her dude and was like, let's go, I want to go. Shit getting messy, I don't want to be here, people lying and shit. You walked over to her. You still had the sharp object in your hand. And as you walked over to her, she got scared, right? Um, but so you kind of like moved the sharp object to let her know that you weren't coming, to attack her, but you were coming to let her know. You told the best friend, Ashe, that today is not the proper day to tell Molly about what's going on, and you don't want Molly to end up losing her baby, and um, just that you wanted to keep the peace for Molly in that moment, Ashe. And her best friend, I mean, not her best friend, but the other friend, took that to heart, Ashe. She kind of like commended you for that. Not like truly commended you, but, gave you that, sense of comfort that, like, thank you for that. Like, I appreciate you leaving. I appreciate you not trying to, start any problems, any conflict, and you walked away from her, and it was like you walked away from her. You told her what you needed to tell her, and you walked through the crowd, people staring at you or whatever. You still having your boldness, your strength, your confidence to walk through this crowd, even though all the shame was coming down on you, Ashe. And um, you walked out the doors into this parking structure. It was straight out the doors into a parking structure. You going to get into your car, and that's how the fucking dream ended, Ashe. So yeah, that was my prophetic dream. So in the midst of all this, Spirit is saying, be mindful of you are dating someone, seeing someone, Ashe. And this person that you were seeing, you have been seeing this person for at least 2 years, Ashe. This other woman that was supposed to be the main chick, she had been seeing him less than you have. So be mindful of that as well. Ashe, you had been involved with this man longer than she had, but y'all both ended up pregnant at the same time, Ashe. And so, yeah, be mindful if somebody is bringing some kids around and you are suspicious of these kids, or of bringing some kids around your best friend and you are suspicious of these kids. You got a notion, your intuition is telling you that these kids is theirs, Ashe. Be mindful if you feel like you're a mistress, Ashe. Be mindful if you feel like if you're pregnant by someone and you feel like they have someone else pregnant. Be mindful of that, Ashe. It was a lot of stuff that was going on, taking place in this dream to be mindful about, Ashe. I don't know who this message is for. I don't know why I had this dream, but this is a prophetic dream so vividly. Even when I woke up and I sat up, I must have been interacting some shit in my dream, because my cats were looking at me weird, strange, like they wanted to ask me if I was okay, right? And so maybe your animals sense that something is going on with you, Ashe, and they can't express to you that they sense it, but they do know that something is taking place with you, Ashe, and they care for you. That's a side note for somebody, Ashe. But yeah, that was the prophetic dream that I had so vividly, so real, so in the moment, Ashe. So yeah, and it didn't happen just so quickly. It had time to go through these different little phases within this dream, Ashe. So I don't know if this is um going to play out in time or if it already passed, Ashe. But I'm just the messenger, Ashe. So I'm sending out peace, love, and healing energy to you all in this moment. And if you are a pregnant woman or know a pregnant woman that had to endure some bullshit like this, I send extra healing energy to you, Ashe, because no one should have to endure such a situation, Ashe, and for the man to be such a coward, Ashe, and for everyone to come down on you and blame you for the man's mishaps, Ashe, toxic energy, wrongful energy. You shouldn't be the blame, or your friends shouldn't be the blame, or your family members shouldn't be the blame, Ashe. Um, your child shouldn't be the blame, Ashe. So yeah, loving, healing energy, protective energy, but spirit is always having the divine infinite light beings so divinely protected. Just be knowledgeable of that. Ashe, Ashe, divinely guided prothetic message sent out for someone or someone you know. Ashe, Ashe.